Welcome. Thanks for joining me tonight for Seek and You Will Find. I'm a little late because I was reading the question. Sorry about that, you guys. What Seek and You Will Find is where you can ask me a question in the chat bar. You can address it to admin only if it's a private question. That way nobody will know who the question came from. Otherwise, you can just write it in the chat bar. And what I do is I take a look at your question and I'll give you the answer in the form of a healing. And if the question works where I can do it for the whole group, I will do a group healing after I finish the healing on you for asking the question. So by the end of this, this particular event, you will have had multiple healings. Now, that being said, there's a lot of you on the call, so I would ask that you keep your questions kind of brief or specific so that I can work on everybody with the question. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to go back to the earliest questions. And my first question, I think I explained everything to you. Wait, before I start, let me just make sure I told you everything I needed to tell you. Okay, so let me set the energy for this with a healing. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, I'm going to start with the first request I have is please help with neck pain. So let me take a look at that. A lot of your neck pain starts around the base of the neck. There's energy there that I can clear. It's pretty dark, so it looks like this energy has been there a while. It's releasing, though. That's the good news. It is releasing. And what it looks like is that that energy makes it really hard for you to turn your head so that you have to like turn the whole body. That's what it looks like. And then I'm also clearing some energy in your telepathic channels that come from your ears, that go below your ears, down your neck. Okay, now I can see some gold coming in. For those of you that are new, I work with gold a lot because that's a great healing vibration. It's a really high energy. So I'm watching you fill in with some gold. And I'm also grounding a point in the middle of your back. It's a little upper middle back, where there's a lot of energy, and I think that causes a lot of stiffness in your neck. Okay. That has started to release. All righty. I'm going to fill you in with a great big gold sun. All right, thanks for the question. I think what I'm going to do for everybody is a telepathic healing because that was part of the healing that I just did. So your telepathic channels are like around your sinuses. They go around your eyes. They also go from your ears down to your neck. And what I see about your telepathic channels is a lot of people hang out in them. So there are a lot of people in your telepathic channels and a lot of residue from people trying to talk to you telepathically. I'm going to take some gold roses and try to clean this space out. Good. You're doing a good job releasing people from your telepathic channels. Okay. Good. That went well. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. Okay. All right. Now I'm on to the next question. Can you please help clear out any negative or lingering energies from other people in my space? Yes, it's that's a great segue, or what we just did was a great segue into this. So let me start working on clearing people out of your space. And I'll get to the group in just a minute. You have one person's energy a little stuck in your space, and there looks like there's a little bit of anger there. I'm going to ground that person and help move them out. Yeah, so mostly it's one male. It looks like it's a male, and everybody else cleared out really quickly. Okay. Boy, that took a little bit to get him out. That might have been a past romantic interest or something like that. But he's out now, and your space is clear. I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. You know, whoever this is still lingering, like in your space. So right at the edge. So let me make sure I get this person all the way out. Okay. Now you're clear. Let me fill you in with a gold sun. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do for everyone is just move people out of your space. It's really interesting. I can tell you right now, it's almost like layers. Work energy is down in the abdomen. Family energy is up around the fourth chakra. And then beings and people are up around the head. Grounding the energies, a lot of the energies from work are in the lower chakras, so I'm working on that right now. Okay. And then I'm going to clear some family energy in the heart chakra. And then I'm going to check the crown chakra for people and beings. Well, there's a lot of both. So I'm just going to clear them. Okay. All right. Let me fill you in with gold. Okay. On to the next one. The last few years, my body hasn't had the energy for regular physical activity. This is changing now, and it's super important that I exercise for rebuilding myself physically. But I've been really having a hard time reestablishing a regular exercise routine. I feel like there's some sort of block there. Can you please see if there's something you can do? Yes, I will take a look. The first thing I see is that your body goes into fear when you present it with exercise. And the fear has to do with the body believing that it's not strong still. So I wonder if like your exercise routine that you try to establish really need to ease into it, because that's what I'm seeing is that the body freaks out a little bit when it's presented with an exercise routine. And it's almost like you have to train your body to not be afraid to move again. I'm going to help you clear the fear out of your body. Good, it's coming out. Okay, I got that moving. And I'm going to fill you in with enthusiasm. Your vibration of enthusiasm is a beautiful orange gold, and it's really a deep, rich color. All right. Okay. Thank you for that request. I'm going to ground energy out of everybody's space that might prevent them from exercising. In this case, when I look at everybody as a whole, it's more like there's the energy of apathy. It's not so much fear of the body. It's more apathy. Good, and that's going right now. That's grounding. It's a gray, like between a regular gray and a pearl gray energy. Okay. All right. I'm going to fill you in with a gold sun. Okay. Can you take a look at my right foot? It's a toe fungus situation again. Is the fungus clearing up? I still have athlete's foot on my toes for sure. Okay. Right foot. Yeah, you've got energy inside your toes. It's red. It's inflammation. Let me ground that. It seems like the circulation isn't as good down by the toes and in that foot, and that has something to do with this. Also grounding your nerve endings. I just need one more minute. I see where it's coming from. You've got a big fat pain picture right in the center of your foot. It's black. I'm going to see if I can get you to clear it. Oh, I think you just cleared it. Good job. Now I'm going to fill that in with gold. I didn't take too much time reading the picture, but it looked to me like it was a death picture, like from another lifetime that was stuck in there. Okay, let me fill your foot in with gold, and let's see how that works. That was a big, fat, juicy pain picture, though. It was a good one. It was black. So good job getting that out of there. All right, thank you for that request. Let me just make sure you're all filled in with gold. Okay, all right. I've had back pain on the left side from waist to neckline. I stretch, take saunas. Any clues? Okay, let's take a look. From your neck, back pain on the left side, waist to neckline. Okay. Well, you've got white energy going down your spine on the left side that I don't see on the right side, so I'm going to start there. There's a lot of heat on the left side of your back. So let me ground the inflammation. also, your left energy channel has been clogged. So that can have a lot to do with why the energy is stuck in your back. If the energy channels aren't clear, then your chakras aren't getting cleaned out. And then that causes physical problems. So I'm going to clean out your energy channels. Your body is telling me that it's not being given enough time to recover from the stress and activity that you do. It just told me that. Okay. All right. I got out what I could see in this short, brief time. If it persists, you can give me a call. We can schedule an appointment. There's still definitely energy in there that needs to come out, but it's started. It's like it's starting to release now. So I'm going to fill it in with gold. Oh, good. So your energy channels are starting to work the way they're supposed to now in the back. So that'll keep cleaning that out. All right. Thank you for that request. I hope that helps. Okay. I would like a healing on my relationship with my husband in the astral, in present time. So the best way that I can do this is to do like a brief relationship healing where I place both of you in a bubble to represent your relationship space, ground each of you, and clean off your communication lines and bring all of that into present time. Once I put you both in the relationship bubble, it looked really good. Now your communication lines are getting cleaned off, and I also see gold coming into the relationship bubble. And it's being brought into present time. Okay. Yeah, that was interesting. It really perked up when I put both of you in the bubble together. All right, I'm going to fill you in with gold. All right, thank you for that request. Okay. I need to know what direction to go in looking for a job. And, a job. I sent an audition tape for QVC TV host, trying remote jobs and in-person jobs. Nothing is happening. Feeling lost and scrambled on direction to go. Okay, let's clear the path for you. There's energy in front of you, like in front of you. I'm going to clear the doorway for you. So like I use the analogy of a doorway, and there's energy between you and the doorway for you to even get there. So I want to clear that. And I do see your confusion about work. I actually see that because up above your head, there's a lot of movement going on. It's a white energy. So let me see if I can ground that. Okay, one of the things that I see is that when you go to create a job, you're creating it from your lower chakras, and your energy is not as high in your lower chakras. I'm saying you personally. And a better place to create the job would be from your sixth chakra. So what I really mean by that is that your body energy needs to come up a little bit, because when you interview, you can see that your body energy is a little low. So meditating would be really good to help raise the body energy, and that's also what I'm doing right now. Yeah, because I know you, and I know you're a dynamo. But what I see is that your body energy is a little low right now. So I'm filling you in with some gold, and I also worked with you to kick out some energy that was keeping it in a depressed state. Okay, let's try that. I'm filling you in with enthusiasm. That's a good way to trick the body into raising its vibration, is to start bringing in gold suns of a high vibration. And of course, enthusiasm is probably the highest vibration I think that we pretty much have on the planet. So that's always a good one to bring in. All right. Thank you for that request. And I'm here. Okay, please send a healing to my 96-year-old uncle in San Francisco. Protect him from others taking advantage of him, and keep him safe and help protect him. Oh, okay. That was written twice. All right. Yes. Yes, I will. I believe this is the gentleman that I looked at last time, who's very sweet. So to the person that requested this, you know what you can do to help your uncle? I'm doing it, but you can do this too. You can put him in a gold bubble. So imagine him in a gold bubble, and then you're going to put a grounding cord underneath that bubble and anchor that bubble to the center of the planet. And what I'm doing is I'm also grounding where he lives. Giving him a little protection there. Okay. Filled everything up with gold, and including him. And he's got a gold bubble around him now. All right. Thank you for that request. I love that. Is it possible? Can you open up our space for abundance and prosperity? Yes, let's do that. I love that request. So the way that I'm going to do this is to remove blocks for abundance. And the biggest one, the number one, the number one cause of blockage in abundance is non-deserving, feeling that you don't deserve abundance. So that's where I'm going to work. And what I'm doing is working a lot in the heart chakra, because that's where your self-love and affinity come from. A lot of you are releasing energy from childhood, like a really young age. To the person that requested this for everyone, which I really like, thank you for doing that. You're holding energy in your abdomen, and in your female creative energy. That's where your abundance gets stuck, is your female creative energy. So I'm giving you a healing on that. Okay, now I'm going to work on everybody's creative ability. Like, if you can't get your creative energy moving, then it'd be very difficult to be abundant. So that's why I'm cleaning out the creative energy. Okay. All right. Let me fill you all in with gold. And abundance. That abundance is a beautiful, really rich green blue. Beautiful. Okay, thank you very much for that request. Okay. Okay. I am having trouble with concentration and focus. Can I get a healing on that? Okay. Yes, I see what you're talking about. Energetically, it's energetically in the center of your head, it's like, so that would be very difficult to concentrate and focus. I'm going to see if I can ground that energy out for you. Good, there you go. You just started popping the energy out. I don't know if you can feel that, but all of a sudden it just went whoosh. So I would imagine that you might have felt that. Okay, I'm going to go around the inside of your head. And I'm gonna give everybody a healing on the inside of their head. I always love that healing, the center of the head healing. Okay, to the person who requested this, I do see things calming down now in your head. Some of that was from a being, like a being without a body. And it didn't look like a being that has had a body. So, you know what we call those? Aliens. It's true. It's alien because it hasn't had a body. That's what I call them. So it was a small white being. Okay, now the center of your head is nice and open and clear. So what I'm going to do is ask Supreme Being what to fill it in with. Oh, certainty. That's the ticket. So you're going to be filled in with certainty. And that is beautiful because what I'm watching you do is run that certainty blue in your crown chakra, and it's a beautiful color. Ooh, that was good. You did a very good job. All right, and thanks for the request because now I'm going to work on everybody's center of the head. Well, there's a lot of energy coming out, and there's a lot of chatter. Again, like I know I cleaned out the telepathic channels, but in the center of your head, there's a lot of people chattering and talking. You know what's a really good healing to do for yourself is when you're running your energy to imagine being in the center of your head. And you can take, I don't have my roses here because I'm at my mom's house, but you can take your gold rose and imagine that you're in the center of your head and go around 360 degrees and clean off the walls. You know, like imagine it like a room around you. And you will be surprised at what clings to the walls and how old some of that energy may be. Like, since I only have a few minutes in this particular forum, I can only clear a small amount of energy, but so that's why I'm telling you it would be really great to go in and clean out the walls of the inside of your head. People and beings like to hide against the back walls of your head. Okay, well, we got some movement. Okay, now that actually worked really well. So now let me fill your head in with gold and certainty. Somebody just reminded me, I saw the picture. Wait a minute, we want our certainty. Oh, that's nice. When the certainty was brought into the crown chakra, I saw white doubt coming out. So that was good. All right. Let me see. Oh, good. I am easily triggered by overstimulation of senses, sounds, and touch. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at how open your chakras are, because they may be open too much. Let's take a look at you. Yes. Did you see my eyes? Yes. Those chakras are blasted open, especially your heart chakra. So what I'm going to do is kindly and gently start to close them down to like a normal for you. What opening is like what I would call your resting state. Now, you know, when you keep your chakras open, what happens is that it makes them really vulnerable to foreign energy. It's a lot easier for foreign energy to get in to your space when your chakras are really open. You've got some energy in your heart chakra that's keeping it blasted open, so I'm trying to get that out. It's a dark charcoal. You know what happens when your heart chakra is really open like that? You start taking things personally. Everything becomes personal. And when in fact things aren't personal, but it's because you're so, that heart chakra is so open and vulnerable. Things become personal and you start feeling obliged to do things, obligation. Oh, good. It's starting to turn down now. Your second chakra is also really open. That's your emotional and sexual chakra. And, you know, you're a clairsentient. What's the other word for that? An empath. You're definitely a clairsentient. And I think you're used to using your second chakra to read energy. So you have it open. So like if you go into a room, you can get a read of the energy in the room through your second chakra. But it's time to close it down so that you're not open and vulnerable to a lot of other foreign energy. So that one was open almost as much as the fourth chakra. All right, now they're starting to come down. When I say down, I mean like smaller. Okay. All right, let's try that. See if that doesn't help. And then the other thing you want to do is be aware of the edge of your aura and have that in tight around you, because the closer it is to your body, the less foreign energy can come through it and the more control you have over your own space. So I would visualize myself in a gold bubble with the bottom of the bubble under my feet, tucking that into my grounding cord. That's a great way to give yourself some protection and safety. You got a grounding cord, you've pulled the edge of your aura in. Okay, I hope that helps, and thank you for the request. So since everybody on the call is probably an empath and a clairsentient, I'm going to check everybody's chakras and just look at your space to see how that affects you. Yeah, a lot of the second chakras are open. And like I was saying, it's a way for you to go into a room and read the energy through the chakra, kind of get an idea of how things are going, who's angry, who's in a good mood. You know, if you go to a party, you want to know where the best spot is. And that's a way to read the energy is through the second chakra. But we forget to turn it down when we're not reading energy. Lots of cords in that second chakra too. The cords are lines of energy. Let me see if I have anything. A cord, an energetic cord looks like this. It's a cord. And there's a lot of them sticking out of the second chakra. And that can also be a reason that keeps the chakra open. So let me start to take the cords out. Cords are created by people who want to stay in touch with you, or sometimes to stay close to you, or to just like stay connected to you. I think that's probably the best description of a cord. Okay, the cords are out. I'm going to start closing down the chakra. And, you know, honestly, it's tools, tools, tools. That's what's going to keep you protected. That's what's going to help you with your sensitivities, is your grounding cord, your protection rose, your gold bubble around your body. All of the energy tools that I teach are helpful to somebody who's super sensitive to energy. Okay, there's one thing I can do to everybody that I really notice is everybody's pain sheath is really loaded. Your pain sheath is a layer, it's almost like a skin on top of your skin. It runs along your skin and it holds energy, and we call it the pain sheath. I'm going to give it a healing. I notice, like, you know, if you feel like overwhelmed by energy and pain, a lot of times it can be the pain sheath needs a healing. It's like when I can see it, and it's hard for me to articulate the type of pain that it represents, but it's sort of like, I guess, the way you might think of nerve pain. Yeah, and there's a lot of it in everyone's space, so I'm just clearing that. Okay. That's nice. A really bright yellow gold started coming in and filling in the spaces where you released energy. All right, I'm going to fill you in with a big gold sun. I have one more request. And where did it go? Okay. I've had difficulty with one bank taking a payment from another. Is there a control being blocking my ease of processing this payment? I'm going to say probably. Let's take a look. Yes, there is a being, and there's also energy from, and I don't know if this is bad or good, but I see energy from your sister-in-law and a white being. So let me take a look at this. Let me clear this. You know, this being is a little stubborn. Give me one more minute. Yep, it's going to take longer than a few minutes. Give me a call. Okay, text me. Sorry about that. But yeah, that being is being persistent. So I just need a little more time to read why the being is there and be able to move it out for you. Okay. I think I got everybody. Let me make sure. Oh. I did earlier. Maybe I missed it again. I did miss it. Okay. Sorry about this. I missed one from earlier. Please help my youngest son talk kinder to others. Overall, just kindness shown in the whole family space would be great. Oh, I love that. A kindness healing. Yes. And then I'll give everybody a kindness healing. What a wonderful one to wrap up on. Thank you for this. So I'm giving the family a healing, and there is some energy coming out, some really dark energy. But it's coming out from like the family space. That doesn't mean it's necessarily in your bodies, but the space that all of you make up. There is some dark energy in there that's getting moved out. Oh, Supreme Being is coming in and giving a beautiful healing to your family. You know what it reminds me of is the aurora borealis that we just saw. It's like pinks and golds, and it looks just like that in the sky. Oh my God, that was such a beautiful healing. And then at the end, not only was it kindness, but then all of this forgiveness came in. That was really beautiful. So thank you for that. And now I want to duplicate that for everybody. As the kindness comes in, a lot of like roughness, like, you know how in order to protect yourself, a lot of times you might take on like a more tough personality. That's like what I'm seeing come out as the kindness comes in, is everybody's tough side coming out. Supreme Being is telling me in my ear that when you run kindness, it grows. It's an energy that grows. I love that. As I'm watching this, some of you are getting like revitalized by having kindness be brought into your space. And I think that's because some of you don't get a lot of kindness in your life. So it's a big deal to get a kindness healing. And now the forgiveness is coming in. Wow. That is such a great way to wrap this up for tonight. Thank you to the person who requested the kindness healing. That was really cool. All right, let me fill everybody in with a gold sun. All right. Make sure I got everybody. Okay. All right, I'm going to close out. May it be with the blessing of divinity that the seek and you will find tonight be complete. Amen. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. I don't have my calendar up. Give me one hot second here. What's coming up? Okay, the next thing coming up is in the Soul Support Sanctuary. We have a neutrality and 6 chakra healing. I like that. So that'll be Thursday night at 7. That's on the 23rd. Did I just say that? Yeah. So that's this week. So all of you, I will see you this week. And thanks for being a part of Seek and You Will Find tonight. I've got my eyes on you. Have a lovely evening.